The famous German automaker company has decided to enter into the EV market with their all-new EV models. The Mercedes-Benz EQS sedan and the EQE are the first in a series of EVs that the company plans to manufacture over time. The 2022 EQS sedan looks to be one of the most luxurious EVs ever, bridging the gap between sustainability and elegance. The EQE, although smaller than the EQS, is believed just to be as promising. From beautiful design to a unique electric architecture, the EQS and EQE give us a great idea of what Mercedes-Benz has in mind for their future line of EVs. The EQS will be the first Mercedes to utilize an EV-exclusive platform and will be available in two different versions. Mercedes hasn't announced the pricing of these EVs just yet, but estimations have been made to match the pricings to the S-Class lineup. The pricings are expected to start just below a six-figure mark, but until more information is provided, these will only remain as guesses. The EQE is new to the Mercedes-Benz lineup and will slot in below the larger and more luxurious EQS electric sedan, so the EQE's price is expected to be a bit higher than the entry-level E-Class sedan, set to about $65,000 at least. Let's start with the inner workings of these new EVs. First off, the Mercedes EQS 450 Plus features one electric motor which is attached to the rear axle. It's capable of generating 329 horsepower and a torque of 550 Newton meters. The EQS 580 4MATIC, on the other hand, features an all-wheel drive with an electric motor on each axle, allowing it to power up over 516 horsepower and 828 Newton meter torque. The EQS 450 Plus is estimated to accelerate to 60 miles per hour speed in just under 6 seconds with ease, while the more powerful all-wheel drive model beats that acceleration speed with a 4.1 second 0 to 60 miles per hour acceleration time. The EQE also has motors on both front and rear axles. Its all-electric powertrain is expected to be capable of generating up to 402 horsepower and 760 Newton meter torque. Its acceleration to 60 miles per hour takes about 5 seconds. Both EQS ride on adaptive air drive and their rims are sized between 19 to 21 inches. The sedan features technology that makes for easier maneuvering, turnings, and stability at high speeds. The wheels on the rear axle variant can be angled up to 4.5 degrees, and in an upgrade option increases that to 10 degrees. The EQE, on the other hand, will ride on the company's modular MEA architecture, which is a flat and size-adaptable skateboard-like platform. Both EQS will be powered by a 108 kilowatt-hour capacity lithium-ion battery pack as a standard. These will enable the EVs to achieve a 478-mile range based on estimations made by the automaker. The real range has yet to be revealed. The EV can be charged all the way from 10% to 100% battery power in about 11 hours on a 240-volt charger, which may seem inconvenient, but with a DC fast charger, the EV can replenish 70% of its power in about 35 minutes of charging, so there isn't much to worry about. The EQE is expected to use the same 93 kilowatt-hour pack as the EQC 400, but its range is expected to be around 350 to 400 miles depending on the model. As expected by Mercedes, the EQS and EQE are both luxurious on the inside and outside. The interior of the EQS is lined with elegant top-tier materials and countless luxury amenities. All the seats have comfortable headrest pillows and come with an executive rear seat package. This adds a massaging function along with a neck shoulders heating. With a completely flat floor and generous 127-inch wheelbase, the EQS promises roomy, spacious experience. It also has a generous cargo spacing with a large hatchback and useful front trunk. The driver can also choose the color and lighting of the interior from 8 different options along with 190 customizable LEDs. There's a load of different material options too, including some backlit glossy plastic and unvarnished wood, adding to the luxury aspect. There has yet to be much information shared on the interior of the EQE, but looking at the EQS, we get a pretty good idea of what's in store for the smaller EV. While it may not have every feature that the EQS has, a lot of the good features are set to be available for the EQE as well. The EQE is expected to have an infotainment setup similar to the E-Class, featuring a 12.3-inch touchscreen, a touchpad on the center console, and intuitive switches on the steering wheel, while the futuristic interior of the EQS features a massive infotainment system screen, the same as the new S-Class. This consists of a 12-inch driver's display and a 13-inch portrait touchscreen. If you are willing to pay extra, then these can be upgraded to a hyperscreen infotainment system, which is essentially 3 inbuilt touchscreens encased in a huge piece of glass. The infotainment system comes with the usual smartphone mirroring and satellite navigation features, and an AI that can understand 27 languages and memorize voice patterns. It also has a face recognition system, which detects the driver and loads their preferred settings, and also detects which screen the driver is looking at, so it can dim out the screens that you aren't looking at. On the outside, the EQS looks just as amazing, with a sleek aerodynamic design. It replaces the huge chrome grille you would find in other Mercedes saloon with a blanked off trim piece. The brake lights stretch across the entire width of the car. Its curvaceous bodywork allows it to slip effortlessly through the air with maximum efficiency. The EQE, on the other hand, has a unique black and white camouflage appearance. The wheelbase is expected to be long, but looking at the shape of the roofline, the rear passengers might have some trouble with headspace. Its shape overall seems to be inspired by the EQS, with full-width headlights and curved roof. Like all other EVs, both the EQS and EQE also come with their own set of standard driver assistant technology. Some of its features include emergency braking and pedestrian detecting. It also monitors your blind spots for you and assists in lane keeping while having a standard lane departure warning system. Along with these, adaptive cruise control and self-parking assist are also part of the driver assistant features. Upon their debut at dealerships in late 2021, the new EVs from Mercedes will forever change the perception of electric driving.